Words have power. We understand this on a fundamental level. A kind word can heal and a cruel word can wound. But what if I told you that for certain individuals, for the narcissist, words are not just tools of communication? What if I told you they are weapons of spiritual warfare? What if the phrases you've dismissed as mere manipulation, as simple gaslighting, are in fact carefully crafted verbal sigils, designed to place a powerful and debilitating curse upon your very soul? You may think this sounds like something from a dark fairy tale, but the energetic reality is far more terrifying. The narcissist, driven by an insatiable need for control and a deep, empty void where their soul should be, has intuitively mastered the dark art of verbal alchemy. They use specific words and phrases not just to confuse your mind, but to attack your aura, drain your life force, and bind you to them with invisible chains of doubt, guilt, and fear. You've felt it. You've lived it. That creeping sense of worthlessness, that constant fog of confusion, that inexplicable bad luck that seems to follow you when you're entangled with them. That is not just the psychological aftermath of abuse. That is the active effect of a curse. In this critical session at the Etheric Doctor, we are going to expose this demonic weaponry. I will reveal the 5 specific, seemingly innocent words a narcissist uses to place a curse on you. And most importantly, I will give you the precise counterspell, the sacred protocol to not only recognize these attacks, but to break their power instantly and return the dark energy to its source. The war for your soul is waged with words, and today, you learn how to win. Before we unmask these verbal curses, I want you to understand that your presence here is no accident. You were guided to this transmission because your spirit is ready to break free. The chains are only as strong as your ignorance of them. If you are ready to become immune to the narcissist's dark magic, to reclaim your power, and to walk in the divine sovereignty that is your birthright, then take a sacred moment now to subscribe to the Etheric Doctor. This is more than a channel. It is your armory in the unseen war. Join us, and let's begin your liberation. To comprehend how a narcissist's words can function as a curse, we must first redefine what a curse is. In the modern world, we imagine complex rituals with candles and chants. But at its core, a curse is simply a focused, high-intensity projection of negative intent, designed to destabilize and diminish another's energy field. It is a weaponized thought form. The narcissist, being a master of negative emotion, envy, rage, resentment, is a natural curse caster, often without even realizing the full extent of their power. Their words are the delivery system for this toxic energetic payload. When a narcissist speaks, their words are charged with the full malevolent force of their emotional state. This charged language bypasses your logical mind and strikes directly at your aura, your spiritual body. It creates small tears or energetic leaks in your field, through which your life force, your confidence, your joy, your peace begins to drain away, feeding their insatiable ego. They don't need a spellbook. Their very being is a conduit for this dark energy. The 5 words we are about to expose are their most frequently used and most effective verbal weapons. They are the master keys they use to unlock your defenses and implant their curse of diminishment. Cursing word number 1, everything. On the surface, everything seems like a simple, harmless word. But in the mouth of a narcissist, it becomes a weapon of mass spiritual destruction. They use it to create a false reality of absolute and inescapable blame. You will hear it in phrases like, "You ruin everything," or "Is it always my fault? I do everything for this family," or perhaps the most insidious, "I've given you everything." Let's dissect the energetic payload of this word. When a narcissist says, "You ruin everything," they are not just talking about the specific mistake you may have made. They are casting a wide, dark net over your entire existence. They are energetically programming your subconscious with the belief that you are a being of pure incompetence, a force of chaos and destruction. This is not a criticism, it is an identity curse. It is designed to make you believe that your very nature is flawed. As this curse takes root in your aura, you will begin to manifest its reality. You will start making small mistakes at work. You'll find yourself becoming clumsy. Projects will mysteriously fail. You are subconsciously aligning with the identity they have cursed you with. Conversely, when they say, "I do everything for you," they are casting a curse of perpetual unpayable debt. They are energetically binding you with chains of obligation. The word everything implies a sacrifice so total, so absolute that you can never hope to repay it. This instills a deep sense of guilt and unworthiness. You begin to feel that you have no right to your own happiness, your own desires, because you are eternally indebted to them. This curse saps your sovereignty, making you feel like a supporting character in their heroic drama, rather than the protagonist of your own life. Everything is the narcissist's tool for creating a black and white world of blame and debt, a world where they are the perpetual victim or the martyr, and you are the eternal villain or the burden. Cursing word number 2, always. Always, along with its twin, never, is the narcissist's weapon for imprisoning you in a timeless, unchanging reality of failure. It is a curse that erases all your progress, all your efforts, and all your successes, leaving you defined only by your perceived flaws. You will hear it constantly. You always do this. You always let me down. You never listen. You never appreciate what I do. Energetically, the word always is a temporal lock. It is designed to convince your soul that change is impossible. When a narcissist tells you, you always overreact, they are not just commenting on your current emotional state. They are casting a spell that says your emotional responses are a permanent, unchangeable character defect. They are branding you as fundamentally broken. This curse works by destroying your hope. If you believe you will always fail, why even try? If you believe you will never be good enough, why put in the effort? This curse of permanence is one of the most effective ways to keep you trapped and controllable. It creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because you believe you will always make the same mistake, your subconscious mind will ensure that you do. You become trapped in a behavioral loop, reenacting the same dramas over and over, which only serves to prove the narcissist's curse was right all along. It is a brilliant, self-sustaining system of spiritual control. They are not just criticizing your actions. They are cursing your very ability to evolve, grow, and change. They are sentencing you to a life sentence in a prison of your own perceived limitations. Cursing word number 3, crazy. This is perhaps the most venomous word in the narcissist's arsenal. To be called crazy is not an insult. It is a direct attack on your connection to reality itself. It is the ultimate gaslighting tool, a curse designed to sever your trust in your own mind, your own intuition, and your own perceptions. You'll hear it when you try to confront them about their behavior. You're being crazy. You sound completely crazy right now. Or more subtly, I'm worried you're becoming emotionally unstable. The energetic purpose of the word crazy is to shatter your spiritual foundation. Your intuition, your gut feeling, is your soul's internal compass. It is your direct line to the divine, your most reliable guide. The narcissist knows this. They know that as long as you trust your intuition, you will eventually see through their facade. Therefore, their primary goal is to destroy that trust. By labeling your valid perceptions as crazy, they are casting a curse of profound self-doubt. They are programming you to believe that your internal guidance system is faulty. As this curse takes hold, you stop trusting your own feelings. When their actions hurt you, you'll think, maybe I'm just overreacting, maybe I'm the crazy one. When you catch them in a lie, you'll start to question your own memory. You become a refugee in your own mind, unable to distinguish truth from manipulation. This is the narcissist's endgame. By isolating you from your own intuition, they make you completely dependent on their version of reality. You become an empty vessel, waiting for them to tell you what to think, what to feel, and who you are. The curse of crazy is a form of soul murder. It is an attempt to kill your inner sage and leave you lost in a fog of their creation. Cursing word number 4, disappointed. While angry is a hot, explosive emotion, disappointed is a cold, soul-crushing one, and the narcissist wields it with surgical precision. When a narcissist says, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed in you, they are delivering one of the most powerful curses of shame and failure. Anger can be defended against. You can argue with anger, but disappointment is a judgment on your very character, and it is devastating. This word is a curse that attacks your inner child. For most of us, the deepest fear we carried as children was the fear of disappointing our parents. It was a primal fear of losing love and approval. The narcissist knows this. They tap directly into that deep, unhealed wound. When they express their disappointment, they are not just sharing a feeling. They are energetically casting you back into that state of a small, powerless child, desperate for the approval of an authority figure. This curse of disappointment is designed to keep you in a perpetual state of striving and seeking their validation. You will bend over backwards, sacrificing your own needs and desires in a desperate attempt to finally make them proud, to finally erase that look of disappointment from their face. But you never will, because their disappointment is not a reaction to your actions. It is a tool of control. As long as they can keep you feeling like a failure in their eyes, they can keep you under their thumb. It is a curse that drains your self-respect and replaces it with a desperate need for their approval. An approval they will withhold forever to maintain their power over you. Cursing word number 5. Love. This is the most twisted and demonic curse of all, because it takes the most sacred word in the universe and turns it into a poison. In the mouth of a narcissist, the word love is not an expression of affection. It is a cage. It is the justification for all their abuse, the sugar that coats the poison pill. You will hear it after a terrible fight. I only do it because I love you so much. You will hear it when you try to set a boundary. Don't you know that everything I do is because of my love for you? Or most cruelly, if you really loved me, you would. This is the curse of twisted reality. The narcissist uses the word love to redefine their abuse as care, their control as protection, and your suffering as a necessary byproduct of their intense affection. This is profoundly damaging because it corrupts your very understanding of what love is. You begin to associate love with pain, with anxiety, with control, with a loss of self. As this curse deepens, you may find yourself unable to recognize or receive genuine, healthy love. A kind and respectful person might seem boring or too nice, because your system has been programmed to equate the chaos and intensity of the narcissist with the feeling of love. This is the ultimate spiritual sabotage. By cursing the very concept of love in your energy field, the narcissist ensures that even if you manage to escape them, you will struggle to find true connection and happiness elsewhere. You will be drawn to other toxic partners, reenacting the same painful drama, because their cursed definition of love has become your reality. They have poisoned the well from which all healthy relationships spring. So now you have the diagnosis. You can see the weapons. You can recognize the words not for what they seem, but for what they are. Carefully targeted energetic attacks. Now, it is time for the prescription. It is time to break these curses instantly. The protocol for breaking these verbal curses is an act of conscious spiritual rebellion. It is not about arguing with the narcissist or trying to make them see the truth. That is a battle you cannot win on their terms. The battle must be won within your own energy field. Here is the instant curse-breaking technique. It can be done in the moment, silently, while the narcissist is still speaking, or immediately afterward when you are alone. Step 1. Acknowledge the attack. The moment you hear one of these 5 cursing words, everything, always, crazy, disappointed, or their twisted version of love, do not emotionally react. Do not absorb it. Instead, become a neutral observer. In your mind, calmly state, I recognize this word as an energetic attack. This is not my truth. This is a curse. This simple act of conscious awareness is the first and most critical step. It prevents the curse from bypassing your consciousness and lodging directly in your subconscious. Step 2. The shield of truth. Immediately visualize a brilliant shield of crystalline, diamond-like light erupting from your heart center and surrounding your entire body. See it as impenetrable, shimmering with divine power. This is your shield of truth. It is forged from your own sovereign spirit. Step 3. The reversal incantation. With the shield in place, silently and powerfully repeat this incantation in your mind. You must feel the power of these words. For the curse of everything, you say, I am whole. My reality is my own creation. I return this judgment to sender. For the curse of always never, you say, I am evolving. I am not defined by my past. I return this limitation to sender. For the curse of crazy, you say, I trust myself. My intuition is my sacred guide. I return this confusion to sender. For the curse of disappointed, you say, I approve of myself. My worth is inherent and unconditional. I return this shame to sender. For the cursed version of love, you say, I am true love. I am worthy of love that is free, kind, and respectful. I return this distortion to sender. As you say, I return this to sender, visualize the dark, toxic energy of their words hitting your diamond shield, failing to penetrate, and then being instantly reflected back to its source. It is not your energy to hold, to process, or to heal. It is theirs, and you are returning it. This is not an act of revenge. It is an act of energetic hygiene and divine justice. Perform this protocol every single time you are subjected to one of these verbal attacks. At first, it will require concentration, but soon it will become an automatic, instantaneous reflex. Your aura will learn to recognize these frequencies and deploy the shield on its own. The narcissist, sensing on a deep, subconscious level that their curses are no longer landing, that their energetic food source is gone, will find their power over you diminishing rapidly. They may even become enraged as their most effective weapons suddenly become useless against your newfound spiritual armor. You are a sovereign being of light. Your soul cannot be cursed, your worth cannot be diminished, and your reality cannot be dictated by another's poison unless you allow it. Today you stop allowing it. You have been given the diagnosis and the prescription. You now have the knowledge and the tools to break these curses instantly, to heal your energy field, and to walk forward in the unshakable truth of your own divine power.